Hello, my name's Jackson. I'm the creator of the BottomUpMath channel. Um, so, just before we get into actual math, I kind of just want to do a little overview of the purpose of this channel, who should watch it, who's it's for, uh, and yeah. So, like I said, my name's Jackson. Uh, I'm going to be teaching math from the bottom up. I kind of go over the point of the channel in the description. I just like to say, first things first, I am here to teach math and nothing else. This video is probably going to be the only thing that's even remotely personal, because I just think all politics, all of that nonsense, just can save that for, I don't know, whatever. Save that for talking at dinner. I'm just here to teach math, and that's all I'm going to do. I guess in the future, in the comments, maybe we can have discussion on certain topics. But as far as the videos go, they're just going to be going over math. So second thing, I value your time, and I don't want to waste your time. And so I'm going to say, if you just want to watch the math videos, the rest of this video isn't necessarily important. It's mainly for people who, I guess, are trying to get to know more about the channel and want to see what it's all about. So the point of this channel is I basically have seen that a lot of people who struggle with math, usually once it gets to Algebra 1 and above, either think they're dumb or they're stupid, and they hate it. Or even if they like it, they just really struggle with it. And I found that a lot of the time, it's because these people just have gaps in their knowledge, and not because they're actually dumb. This is kind of, it's not really random, but like a long time ago when I was in elementary, we read this book. I don't remember the name of it, but essentially, the theme of it was that this girl who didn't know how to read basically got up all the way to fifth grade, and she did it without knowing how to read. She passed all her classes, and basically, kids thought she was stupid because she was in fifth grade and she can't even read. But the teacher was like, I think it takes a certain amount of intelligence to get to where you are without knowing how to read. That's impressive in itself. And I think math is the same way. Being able to get to where you are, whether you're fifth grade, ninth grade, kindergarten, or in college, and if you struggle with math, that doesn't make you dumb. Honestly, it's impressive that you're able to get so far in the first place. But that's the thing. A lot of people just view math as this intimidating, unapproachable concept. And I think that's because people that teach math often understand math, and they don't know what it's like, I guess, to not understand it. Because they've known it so long, they struggle with teaching people that are new to it. So it's not necessarily that they're bad teachers, but it's just they have a hard time relating, I guess, and adapting their teaching to the methods of like what would be best for the student. And of course, a lot of classes, if you have a class with like 20 or so students, you can't teach each one of them individually. There's always going to be some people who don't click with the method of teaching, and that person is going to struggle. That's just kind of how it is with the school system. And there's nothing, well, there is something wrong with that, but it's the best we can do, I think. However, I have these videos for the people, that slip between the cracks and have different styles of learning, or maybe just sitting in a classroom having a teacher do instruction. That just doesn't work for everybody. Some people are more visual. Some people can't focus and they need to have some sort of, like, I guess, physical element, or they need to participate, like an interactive activity, I guess. Point is, there's lots of kinds of learners. And third main point I want to make in this video is that there are smart people and there are people that, I don't like the word dumb. I think it's a fine word, but it's used in a negative context. But there's people that are not, they're less intelligent than other people, right? They're in the lower percentile. That literally doesn't, I guess you can say it matters, but it doesn't add or subtract from your worth based off of how well you can add up or divide numbers. Like, all that really matters in a person is the effort that you give. The mistakes you make, I mean, you can't control that. The only thing you can control is how hard you try. So even if, you try and try and try, and you're not able to figure out counting, but you give it your best effort, I mean, that's all that's important, It doesn't matter if all you can do is count. Maybe you can't even count, but it doesn't matter if you can just count or if you can do advanced calculus. What I value and what I think defines an individual is the effort that they give. And of course, there's a lot of things like motivation, mental illness, some people have learning disabilities. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but I guess the main point I want to make is that we're all just trying our best in this life. You can't control what you're born like it's just a randomly generated stat in like a video game how smart you are. Obviously, you can practice to become smarter, and if you don't use your brain, you'll become less smart. But really, all that's important is just giving it your best shot, I guess. And for some people, motivation may come more difficult, and that's okay. Your best shot sometimes can just be showing up to class. Like, that was for a long period of my life. That took a lot just to show up. So I feel for you guys. So yeah, I guess I'm just here to help with people that kind of slip between the cracks. I'm also gonna go deeper into some concepts, and because I value time, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm still kind of trying to figure out this channel, but to wrap this video up, I'll just summarize kind of the game plan for now. I'm going to make videos that are, I guess, short explanations of concepts. I'm going to try to make, I guess, like a practice assessment. And if you know it, great. You just move on to the next concept. But if you're unfamiliar with it, then I'll have videos that go more in depth for that concept. So basically, if you already know how to count, you're not wasting your time watching a 30-minute video. But if you struggle with counting, you can, I guess, go deeper into it. So, like, all I'm saying is, if you already know something, I'm going to try to limit the videos to 5 minutes, because I do recommend watching all of them. I do think there's a lot of value in making sure that you understand something well and double checking, even if you end up already knowing it. It never hurts to check. And who knows, maybe I'll show you a different perspective you hadn't thought of, and that'll make things easier for you. Kind of forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, this is Bottom Up Math. I'm here to teach math. And yep, that's it. Peace.